episode. Good morning. I am here in my beautiful garden. I'm calling it the Oasis de Artes. And I want to do a little bit of a behind the scenes as I am developing both this business project as well as all of the art that is going into the business and the project, and also the backstory about how I changed everything in my life from being a high school teacher in Tampa, Florida, to, I describe it as running away to Puerto Rico. I ran away to San Juan, and I've been here now for 3 years. I love Puerto Rico so much so that I've decided to move out to the West Coast. I'm in Camuy, Puerto Rico now, and found this incredible property that I am turning into a art center. It's an incubator. It's a studio for imagination. I can't even put a word on it because it's something totally new and different. That's part of why I named it the Oasis de Artes, is because the arts are about expressing your ideas and your emotions. And so the fact that we can take what we think and what we feel and turn it into something that we can touch is, I think, an incredibly powerful tool that we need to use more of today and every day going forward. So bringing more art into your life, it will only improve your life. That's my secret formula. That's my secret sauce. That's the story behind the scenes. Any of the arts, there's 7 major groups, and then they can be subdivided into many others below those 7 framework. And what I've decided to do is get the most beautiful property I could find, turn it into a garden. And luckily it has a gazebo here so that I have the tables and the roof and the bathroom and the kitchen and the facilities, but it's still very outdoor, as you can see. And really just invite people to come see me, spend some time in the garden and talk about the arts and your creativity and your ideas. And I have art supplies here, and you can pick from several different types of projects. I'm calling them little kits or packages that we're putting together to represent each of the 7 types of arts. And up to you to decide which kind it's going to be that you would like to do during your 3-hour visit here in the garden. So that's the structure of what I'm doing. I've been kind of gathering these ideas myself and putting them together. And it's a development project. It's an experiment, and I think life is an experiment. So that's the part that I'm trying to capture and figure out how to use that to make the world a better place. Because we're in the middle of whatever chaos may or may not be going on in the Middle East, whatever may or may not be happening in Cuba, which was this morning's crazy news, which is just, right off the coast from me here where I am in Puerto Rico. There's a lot of craziness, let's say, going on in the world, and the arts provide a place for a person to work it out, to get it out of your brain and into something that you can touch, and then you can kind of go like, okay, that's that. And the message and the feeling that you have, you can put into it and make it that. So like I said, I'm practicing what I'm preaching, because I'm out here now this afternoon and I have my coloring pad, my sketchbook here, and I'm looking. This was a sketch I did for one of the murals in San Juan, and I found my pony the other day out on the street, which was great fun. And I'm now going to spend some time creating and thinking, what am I going to do with the pony? Because I want to use it as a sculpture out on my driveway to announce that I'm here. I think it's appropriate. Should it be silver? Should it be pink? Should it be lime green? That's what I've got to try to figure out. And the part that I love about it is that there's no right or wrong answer. And that's another fantastic part about the arts, is that when you view the arts, you create the evaluation criteria. You decide. Do I want to make someone happy when they see it, or do I want to make someone cry and be upset when they see it? And whether or not that artwork executes that idea is basically the function of, is it good or not? And so if someone's trying to make something funny and it comes out and you look at it and you laugh, then by definition, it's done its job. And in the same way, the serious images that evoke all kinds of emotions come out. That's what art does. It's that function of like peeling things together. And so experimenting about it, doing it here in the studio is what we're going to do. I love history and culture from all mankind from all time. And I was gifted a set of art books, and I'm going through them kind of randomly, one at a time, kind of sort of on a weekly basis. This particular one I pulled out has the Sagrada Familia, the church in Barcelona and Spain. And as I've been reading this more and more about the gentleman, his last name is Gaudi, who was the original architect on the piece, how he worked on it. He himself worked on this piece for like 75 years. He spent his lifetime, here he is as an older man, in building this incredible buildings and structures and things that were his architectural type. And this picture here of the Sagrada, and how it then became so influential on all kinds of architecture that then came back after it. This was over 100 years ago, this piece. And so learning about that and reading some of his story and seeing this palm tree in here caught my eye. Of course, a giant column with a palm tree on it makes me think of mine in the backyard, which is this connection to things, that you build on your ideas and you model them and you adjust them and you shape them this way and that. Life is an experiment. And so there's two here. Then it shows, this last one I thought was great. At the end of the story here, it shows the brand new open TWA airline terminal in JFK Airport in New York, which I know just had its anniversary and updating and stuff. And so here it is as being brand new. And now, 60 years later, it's being renovated because it needs to be updated. It's gotten old, Anyway, so just spending time like with art and thinking about art and kind of putting it, what does it mean for you and how can you adapt that into your life? I see some people on here. Hi there. All right. What are we doing? We're talking about art and how it can make you feel better and how you can get your ideas into a form that you can touch and share and talk to people about. And that I really think that that's something that we all could do more of, especially in this time of chaos that's happening in the world. So this particular book, I'm again kind of going through it just randomly. Awesome section here on Himalayan art. And some figures and images here. This is a Buddha painting from Himalaya of just beautiful things from the other side of the world. And yet we can take that into here and look at the appreciation for it. They're wearing the red robe. They've got the spear. It looks like an incense vase in his hand. He's got his hand up in the Himalayan 18th century monastery, it says. So this is 200 years old. And yet looks like things that I've seen on t-shirts today and branding today is still using these same kind of images, And so what is it that you see? What is it that you want to kind of put together? And if you had paint and paper, would you be painting portraiture of people, maybe a self-portrait of yourself? Or would you want to paint landscape? Would you like to paint my big palm tree that I'm about to start painting in the back there? Landscape pictures of nature, visual arts. Those are just the visual arts. There's 7 of them, which is the unbelievable, fantastic part of this. And so, trying to catch up everything I want to talk about. The morning. Okay. 7 different kinds of artworks that they have, 7 different categories of art. I've broken them into 2 different sessions. A morning session, I'm calling the Fuente, which is the source. Those are my more strengths as to language arts, digital media, math, and culinary at lunch. Those are my kinds of morning arts. So I'm using those, and that's part of why I'm here in this morning's digital media section. The afternoon session is Brotar, and Brotar is for the visual arts. The visual arts, both fine and applied, the decorative arts, and then ending with performing arts, because showtime and making money is also part of the conversation and what we want to talk about when we're here. So I have written a book last year, almost 2 years ago now. I wrote it in English and in Spanish. This is the Best Life Remix Kit and Mejora Tu Vida Club Remix Kit in Espanol. And they both have their websites, bestlifekit.remixkit.com and mejoratuvitaclub.com. They both are books on Amazon, as you can see. And what I am doing now in my language arts session here this morning is thinking about how to take this information, because I still believe this is the best remix kit to take charge of your life and get a grip on whatever it is that's going on and turn it into whatever it is you imagine it to be. This is the how-to guide. Basically, how did I get to where I'm at now? What have I done in order to figure out what was going to work for me and my best life? English, here it is in Spanish. And I'm going to say I definitely need help on the Spanish side, because Spanish is not my first language. My Spanglish is not the greatest. I'm working on it. However, the ideas that are in here are so much related to your imagination, so greatly related to your imagination and your ideas that you have, that I'm kind of reworking these books into being even easier. Even fewer words on the page. I used to teach reading, and I know people don't like to read. And so I'm writing books that don't have any words in them, which is kind of a funny thing to be doing. But it's part of the art. It's part of the magic that's happening here at Oasis de Artes. I am in Camuy, Puerto Rico. I am here weekly. I'm thinking Wednesdays to Sundays so that I can be available to people. You can reserve your space and at the website, joywestpress.com/shop for the details on those 2 different sessions. And really, it's an invitation to come and talk to me, see what's going on here. Let's share ideas, develop new ideas, be friends, hang out, enjoy the beauty of Puerto Rico. And the part I also want to say, historically, when I looked up the document that is the Puerto Rican Constitution, and I read the document itself, it says that it is remaining independent as a commonwealth to develop the culture and the arts of Puerto Rico. That is fundamental to Puerto Rico. That's fundamental to what I do all day, every day. And so 7 arts, 1 garden, and infinite possibilities, infinite opportunities, unbelievable kinds of magic can happen right here, Camuy, Puerto Rico. Come see me. I'm near Arecibo. I'm near Hitillo. I just moved out here to this area, so I'm still trying to find things. Please come visit me, Camuy, Puerto Rico. Awesome. Also, subscribe, follow along, comment, give me questions, all those things you know you're supposed to be doing here on the channel. I have to show up every day and talk. I need you to show up for me. Subscribe, follow along, tell me how you like art, what kind of art is your favorite, who's your favorite musician. I want to know. Because believe it or not, Bad Benito's been one of my favorite musicians for a very long time. I knew he was going to be the global megastar that he is yet to continue rising to be. I knew that was going to happen. I called that back during COVID, just so you know. Anyway, I'm having a great day. I'm going to go start working on my pony project here, and follow along, subscribe, visit joywestpress.com. Get either of the books over on Amazon. I'm turning into a commercial because now I'm getting ready to start actually coaching, inviting people over. Come hang out, see me, Kamui, Puerto Rico, joywestpress.com. Have an awesome day. Sun is out, sky is blue, and let's have a fantastic time. Awesome. Bye.